Hello, my name is Asha, and this is Asha's Movies. And today we're going to be reviewing the 1997 film, Dante's Peak. Before we get started, I'd like to say don't forget to like, subscribe to the notification bell, and check out the other channels for comic book related content. Check me out on letterboxd, Instagram, Discord, and TikTok, which will all be linked down below. I know I'm starting to get a lot more traction on TikTok now, and I appreciate if anyone came over from the YouTube channel to the TikTok, because yeah, I'm trying to get a few more followers on TikTok, and I'm doing a series where I rate your letterboxd accounts, and I also rate superheroes. So if you want to be part of that, go and check me out on my TikTok. It's linked down below. So if you want to go see that, that'll be a lot of help. That'll be really helpful to me. So this film, it was quite good. I thought there was a lot of great action and a bit of like a comedic drama in there as well, which I really enjoyed. There was loads of like great scenes, and I thought the special effects for the time, 1997, I think as actually the special effects weren't too bad compared. Obviously, you would call them bad compared to the special effects we have nowadays. Obviously, because nowadays we have like we've got Dolby Vision, and we've got all this cool stuff where it makes the thing look really realistic. Or if but obviously this is about a volcano. I think you understand this about a volcano. Yeah. Let's go straight into the review then. So, the cast of this film was Pierce Brosnan, Linda Hamilton, Arabelle Field, and Jamie Renee Smith. You may know Pierce Brosnan from Black Bag or the Black Adam. You may know Linda Hamilton from Children of the Corn or The Final Cut. And Arabella Field, you may know Arabella Field from National Treasure or Godzilla, and Jamie Renee Smith from Toothless or The Outside the Law. You may know the director of this film is Roger Donaldson, and the writer of this film is Leslie Boham. Sorry about that. The IMDb rating for this film is a 6.1 out of 10, and my rating for this film is a 6.7 out of 10. I give this 3.5 stars on Letterboxd, and don't forget to comment below for a shout out in the next video. This is available on Prime Video only, rated 12, and made in 1997. This is a disaster, mountain adventure, survival, tragedy, action, thriller film. A volcanist arrives at a countryside town recently named the second most desirable place to live in America, and discovers that a nearby long dormant volcano may awaken at any moment. I thought this film was actually quite fun. It's a bit boring towards the start, but then as you get into the film, there's a lot more chemistry between the characters and the actors themselves. And the special effects were actually quite good for the time, and there's some really great comedy, aspects in this film as well. Great comedy parts in it as well. So yeah, let's talk about this. So this film is one of them films where, you can. I think I'm gonna be rewatching this film soon, not soon, but like in the next few years. It was really fun. I'll admit it. It was really quite a film. There was good action, there was good comedy, and there was it was that difference between comedy and action that makes the film so good. And obviously there's loads of thriller aspects to the film as well, because you have to try and like get out of the space from the volcano in time. And towards the end of the film, I did enjoy the story. There was obviously a really sad scene in this film as well. I'm not going to spoil that for you guys. So if I would recommend you watch this, to be honest. It's one of them films where I can't give it too high of a rating. I would if I could, but there's a few things wrong with the film that's why I can't give it a high rating. First of all, sometimes the start was quite, it was a bit too boring at the start for me personally, and then also the storyline was lacking in a few parts of the film, which obviously that happens in most films. Like I could say so many examples. I'm not going to, because I'm trying to get on with this review, but that happens in a lot of films, and it doesn't that if that happens for a full film, that's what ruins a film for you. But the storyline only lacked for a little bit of this film, which is what I really loved about it. It's because some films don't recover from the awkward storyline, but it just popped on and got in with the story, and there was loads of good action comedy sequences. I know I keep on saying it, but it was just so good. It's this was on my pile of movies that I've got behind me. Well, not behind me, but behind me. It's on a little unit I've got on the other side of the room where where my TV is. This was on that pile, and I thought, I haven't really given thought to watching this, to be honest. brought it out of the collection, so I was like, no, I could watch it. It's Pierce Brosnan. I do quite like Pierce Brosnan. He's played a lot of great characters, and I thought, this morning I was upstairs and I got up really early, and I was like, normally I don't get up early on the weekends, but I know I'm a bit shaming myself there, but I normally don't get up early on the weekends because obviously I have to wake up early all week for school. So I thought, I got up quite early. I had good enough time to watch a nice film. So I went over to that little pile of movies that I've got over there, and I picked this film out. I don't know why, but I picked it out and I was like, it's time to watch Dante's Peak. And as soon as I got into the film, I was like engaged in the film, even though the starting was quite a bit boring. As soon as I got properly into it, it was a really great film, and I thought the storyline and the plot was amazing as well. So yeah, that's my spoiler-free review for Dante's Peak. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the notification bell on, and check out the other channel for comic book related content. And have a blessed day. Bye bye.